All right, looking at properties in unincorporated Broward County, you want to first look at the millage code. The millage code, which is tied to the taxes, right, of the area. The millage code is going to tell you which authority has jurisdiction over that property, and that's going to be where you're going to look up the permits. And in this case, we're looking up roof permits because if you're going to list your property or if you want to buy a house, insurance is very difficult here in South Florida. You need to know what the age of the roof is, and that tied with the type of roofing material will tell you how much life expectancy you can expect for that roof. And insurance companies want to have at least 5 years life expectancy moving forward, which is tricky, especially when the roof is close to the end of its life expectancy. So in this situation right here, we're going to go to Broward County Property Appraisers. Today's address is 100 Southwest 30th Avenue. We're going to go ahead and, yeah, look at that. It's a commercial property. You can see the property use right here, multifamily 10 to 49 units. Millage code is 0012. That millage code right there is going to tells me that it's unincorporated Broward County. How do I know that? Well, because I've been doing this forever. Also, my website will remind you. And if you have trouble with that, you just click on the millage code itself and boom, you look up the 0012 and it's right here under unincorporated. You see that? 0013, also 0011. I don't know why that's not on here, but so you can do it a couple different ways. You can click on the millage rate itself. It'll tell you which millage rate is associated with what incorporated city or unincorporated Broward County. And yeah, so what I also look at is the year built. The year built's going to let me know that, hey, 1960 home, it's going to have a roof permit. It should have a roof permit on there. There should be multiple roof permits on there, but at least one, right? So 1960, and I know by going to unincorporated Broward County website all the time, I have more success looking up the property by the property ID than I do the actual address. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the property ID right there before I even go to Broward County website. Then you go to our website, homestarinspectionsfl.com, click on permit search. Broward County is the first county right there, and the first selection is unincorporated, right? And the reminder 0011, 0012, or 0013 is going to be unincorporated. So click here. Now you can look it up by address. You can look it up by folio number, or you can look it up by ID number. And that's what we're doing. We're doing the ID. So paste it there and click search. All right, we got a bunch of permits here. The first two numbers of a permit, and this goes for a lot of building department websites. The first two digits are going to be the year, and 00 means 2000, 04 means 2004, 06, 2006, and so forth. The second 5 digits are going to be the permit number, and if you can see the first 3 digits here, the first 3 lines rather, they're all the same. That means it's all the same permit. And the second 3 are all the same permit. The third 3 are all the same permit. The next one, there's probably about 7 of them, 7 or 8, but those are all the same permit. So what we're looking for is in the middle right here where it says type. That's the type of permit. And right here, 2006, look at that. We find a roofing permit. It does say roofing residential, but that's going to be an error because obviously we know it's a commercial property, right? So here we go. We're looking at the residential re-roof, the RRRF, residential re-roof. And let's see, it's an unincorporated, which we already knew. And yeah, that doesn't tell us the roofing type, but we do have the permit finalized right here. That's always important. You want to make sure the permits are finalized. And yeah, not only the permit finalized for that, but also the permit finalized for all the other ones as well. And that's it. So going back, you can see there's no other roof permits. It doesn't mean there might not be one. It just means that on the online access, there is none. You can always ask the seller for a copy of a more recent permit, or you can ask the building department themselves, because these permits only go back to 2000, and we know the property was built in 1960. So there's 40 years of missing permits, right? But going on the assumption that the 2006 was the last permit, let's go ahead and jump over to Google Earth and take a look from Google Earth, see what type of roofing material we're looking at. And look at that. White roof with splotchy shading going on, and about every 3-foot strips. That to me is flat roof modified bitumen. That has about a 10-year life expectancy here in Florida. Why is it white? Because they've been painting the heck out of it. If that to me looks like it could be from 2006, even though it's almost 20 years old, they've been limping that re-roof along by painting it. Now, it's important to know that insurance companies like Citizens, if sometimes with older properties like this, Citizens is your last resort for insurance. They did not recognize painting a roof in lieu of re-roofing. Here's a clip from their website that shows you just that. So you don't want to rely on the seller telling you, "Oh, don't worry about it, I have insurance." Yeah, you might, but they've probably also been uh, either they don't know about what's going on, or they're about to send you a letter to re-roof, or they've already sent you a re-roof, and you're just passing the buck. This roof, to me, if you're looking to buy it, you gotta factor in re-roofing 100%. No two ways about it. That's why I created the service, make it easy, fast, and quick for you to find this up front, so you don't have to pay me several $100s to go out there and tell you what you could have found for free. Call me out to do all the other nitty gritty stuff. The roof should be an easy one. Of course, when I'm on site, I'm going to look at the condition of the roof, right? So it's just not straight age, it's also age and condition. But I'll tell you what, a 20-year-old asphalt shingle roof is not going to have 5 years life expectancy. And even if it goes past, even if you get to closing, once the insurance company sends out their own inspector, they're going to give you the what's for, and you're going to be re-roofing. So know that up front. If the roof's only 5 years old, you have 5 more years on a modified bitumen, no problem. So if this roof is only 5 years old, you should get the green light with insurance. They should not be bothering you for a little bit. You'll be good to go. If you have any questions, reach us through our website, homestarinspectionsfl.com. Happy hunting.